Good ladies, morning, evening, and gentlemen. I hope you are well wherever you are in the world. I hope it's a good one for you. Figured out what the problem was from the previous episode, and I think I know what to do next. Panic. No, don't panic. Quit panicking. We've had enough of that. But let's get into it. The old game is ready to start, I think. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah, I love that sound. You just hit options, game. That this maybe it's every 5 cycles or something. Yeah, go on then. Resume. Right, where we left off last time. Yes, Fleet Wheat. Just about grown, this one. Yes. Priority should be on that one there to get planted. And actually, let's stop it. Let's do this. Nobody's allowed in and out. Nobody's allowed in and out. Right, we're going to change something here. We're going to make sure only the dupes have crop tending or farming. Be both. Catalina is allowed in. Catalina. That open. Evan, no. Ellie, no. Frankie can't come out anyway. Dean, no. Liam, yes. Lindsay, yes. Max. Oh, Max is there. Jean. Lindsay. And I didn't find Jean, did I? Pass, Jean. Come on, Jean. Was it Jean? Lost my names there. Jean. No. Liam. Lindsay. Max. Liam. Max. Liam. Already done. Bills. Done. No. Nails, no. Lisbeth, no. Otto, no. Something Otto can't do. Ruby, no. And Stinky. Stinky, yes. He's up here. Copy settings down to that door. And carry on. Now only the farmers are allowed in here. They should have a much better chance at Fleet Wheat getting much more out of it. They do so. It's ready yet? It's very close. If you hover over it, it actually gives you time. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom! It's ready to harvest. Lindsay's... No, Catalina got the job. Come on, Cat. Come and do it. That way, only the people that actually have the better chance of getting the good quality results come in here. Harvest that up and let's see how much we get. Yeah, I know there's a few idle people, but don't worry. There's a few. Oh, 18. Nice job. Crikey, that's good. And that'll say it needs dirt. Pretty sure they'll come to deliver dirt. Plant them up. Plant these babies. Oh, so good. They're getting dirt out of there and bringing it in. Alright, you don't have to do that. Oh, you probably do that one, yeah. We link up the water. Yes, we did. And let's actually get rid of that. Have to No, actually, don't. Don't do that. Might have to send water in from somewhere else. I'm thinking we may need to clean some more. Yep, they'll now put the dirt in all of these. Maybe it's a good idea we made a dirt factory up the top. Now they're getting sweet or tended already. Well, that one did. Like how that one just climbs over that gap. And when they're done, temporarily we'll lock the doors. We won't mess around with these doors. We'll lock the outside ones. They're not set to anything. There we go. Good job. Good job. Do that. That one. Picking up some dirt, so they're coming in here. Be filling the dirt up. Oh, you didn't do that, Catalina. Please leave. Right, now that's done, we're going to set the sweeper. Pick up sleet wheat. Cooking ingredient, yes. Pick that up, pop that in there, and our first 11 sleet wheat on their way. Nice. Oh, happy with that. Right, we're going to set this to allow manual use. Dirt. It will drop all the dirt in here, and then when we do let them back in to harvest, you know, actually, I'm not going to set that to allow my, no, actually, we'll wait. We'll drop a bit of dirt in here and let the sweepers deal with it. Yeah, they're coming to put some in. We've locked these doors. We've got to remember that this will not harvest now. I want to see. They will pop off by themselves. I don't think they will. I think they need a variant lead in order for it to self-harvest. I go hover over that. 6, 5, 4, 3, 1, and oh, is it gonna? Yep, there it goes. It's now ready for harvest. Would generate an errand, but we've locked the door. Well, I guess just to get our first batch in, we ought to open the door and let it in. So the sweepers can now go ham, feeding dirt into all of these, because they can reach not only the bottom row tiles, they can reach the actual top row as well. So the dirt only needs to go on the bottom. They will all be fed nicely. That's it. I think that one's caught up. It doesn't need to do any more. Oh, that one's, nope, still going. Now it's just dropping in. They will constantly keep adding dirt to that. But what I'm going to do now, just to stop them chucking too much in, because otherwise I'll just get in a massive infinite loop as soon as I unlock these doors for them to come in and harvest. I'll let them in the top one so they can go and harvest these few. These are going to be ready very quickly. But they won't be able to reach the dirt down here. We can use this bottom row as a test to see whether or not vacuum, that's a vacuum, yeah. We'll leave that. Someone will get a thing. Ooh, new planetoid detected. If we go to earlier, we gave Harold the ability to scan, and we blocked this door in front of him. Got to open that, shouldn't we? We go power wire. Put a bit of conductive wire. We should ought to make it out of steel, shouldn't we? Drop it down there, I guess. Where would the power come from? You have to put a thing there to do it. Don't bother. Let's go. Now, the problem I think I was having is I was looking rocketry. That's a telescope. Shipping, no. And there's also the enclosed telescope. That's that building. There's this telescope. What I didn't realise is they had actually moved the space scanner into there, not renamed it to telescope. I thought they'd renamed it. We do that. That's actually got the correct port. It's got the output. Sends a green signal if it's toggled on. Means protect it with a couple of doors. We can use this thing. Protect. Was it opening? Did I click open on it? I probably did. Oh well, it'll take ages now. Actually open. I'm going to extend this, I think, to here. Just because I can. A little bit more polluted in here that I'd like to get rid of. Let's check our planetoids that we've found. Toast Kilo and it's the same. Go to the star map, and see what we've found. This is Toastillos. There's a copper meteor shower going this direction. I think it's heading towards it. Heading away. Let's see. Toastillos, a small location with abundance of niobium. Oh yes, niobium. We need niobium to make our things. Very high temperature resistant. Oh dear, sneeze attack. Oh dear, crikey. I'm sneezing with excitement to making some, what is it? Niobium thermium. You only need 5 kilos, apparently, of niobium, and you can make infinite. Assuming you've got the ingredients. Make it with. You need tungsten, which is why we were busy hammering away at some tungsten. Gotta dig that piece there so that we can let that out. And I think we'll get in here, let these guys out and get all this stuff so that we can make more delicious steel. Unfortunately, it's going to kill those arbitraries, but I'm not bothered. So we'll build that tomorrow. It's made of lead. Let's come back to our main base. Yep, there's some more popping up. When are these going to be ready? These ones down here were planted a lot later, I think. 24%. Ah, we're finally getting going, huh? Finally getting sleet wheats. Made ourselves a little sleet wheat farm. And the gas can't escape when it gets pumped back in here again. I don't like the fact that obviously when it comes through here, I think it gets warmed up a bit. 19 degrees, but in here it's like low. There goes our bit of sleet wheat. I'd rather it went up through the door. No, actually, this door is colder. Anyway, we put all that in before, so let's leave it alone. If we wanted to change it, we could just put it up here. Plenty of dirt being dropped there, so what we could do while we're hanging around here, pop in an auto sweeper right there. I'll leave it facing upwards so we can actually see. Oh, hang on. Yeah. Oh yeah, baby. Excellent. I love it when a plan comes together. I don't like these wires around here. That's not nice. You can't power them unless you put a wire to them, so that's it. Done. Pumping the air back in here again. Be a while before these grow, before we can tell whether they will self-harvest, but I don't think they do. So we say this is set to dirt on a 9. And this is set to dirt on an 8. It will feed all the dirt in for us. Aha! Excellent. Oh, look, no, there's no point doing too much. Let's change it back to an 8 just to stop it for a minute. Because if we've got to let the dupes in here anyway, they're going to bring dirt in with them from random places on the map, and they're going to pick that dirt up and whatnot, and these silly buggers. That might be a case of putting a tile, say, here. And when they reach that one, two, I think they might be able to reach there. Have to do a reach test. Dupe, can they reach? Because I know they can reach 4 tiles high to build. Presuming they can reach 4 tiles high to, you know, steal dirt off of a tile. Also, I'm not sure how much dirt it would take. Finally empty. Okay. You know, if we popped in a load of red hot dirt from somewhere I didn't realise, and it would warm up this room that we're trying to keep nice and chill. So yeah, although this thing's barely running. So let's see what we can do with this space scanners. That's a telescope. Get rid of that. I read something very badly wrongly because I was under the impression they had changed name of the space scanner to the telescope. And then this is an enclosed telescope. But that's not what we want at all. We don't want this thing. Now, you can't have machinery and stuff too close to it, and it also needs a nice line of sight to space. Now, I'm not sure if ladders and wires and pipes and things classed as, you know. We're going to go to the automation tab. Going to get a space scanner this time. And I don't know where the wire is for it. The mains wire. Come on. Plant it. Thank you. Ah, copper. Oh, well. I'll make it out of copper, actually. I don't know if it overheats. I can't remember. And if they have changed anything. Take that piece of copper out of here. Please. So, this actually has the output that we want. It's got an output, not an input. We can set that up to the doors. Tell them to open. Or close automatically. Means we can start putting in more here. I'm going to do too many because I want to build some along here. Also in the research tree, go to the end, go down here. One of the ones that I can't use really is the jetpacks, but it's got the meteor blaster. And that would be a fun thing to play with, I think. I think you've got to make meteor things with it or something. Blast shot maker. And yeah, they put it all in the same thing there. We also want the large liquid cargo. So, yeah. We want this. Want this. We've got that one. We haven't got the signal selector. We need it anyway for the red bolt engine. We need it for the hydrogen engine. At the moment we're working on this. Prefer to double back that. Let's switch it to that. That changed properly? Yeah, I think it did. This is getting built. Oh. Are you powered? You are powered in exactly the right spot. Now this thing is scanning space. You can choose meteor showers, interplanetary payloads, or the name of one of your rockets. So I don't see the point in it scanning for payloads. Well, unless I've got to open the door basically to let the payload in. That would make sense. So if we say, hey, you scan space, what's your space scanning like? Got 100% quality and 17% network quality. 100% quality is its own quality just for the one thing. It's got a perfect range of vision. I believe it's something like 15 tiles to the left of it, and sort of like 14 tiles to the right of it. Here I am. Scanning in the middle with you. Right, so as long as it's got a view of space that's not got any bits in it, it doesn't like any machinery, it doesn't like any loaders, unloaders, any things like that interfere with it. But you can also have multiple of them. They're not very good if they're stacked right next to each other, so you want to put them at least like 15 tiles apart. So we dug. Use the dig command so we can say, well, that's... Can't even read that. That's 15 to there. So we could put another door here and put another one there and have a better scan ratio. Actually, let's do... Waste a bit of steel on another one, but I want to just... There, and that should be perfect. I'm not running the power wire through the doors. We'll just run it to there. So we can then run an output from this up to the doors and say, hey, there's a meteor shower, close the doors. You can have the doors open all the rest of the time, so you can have daylight, you can have whatever. Each scanner you've got on your link, if they haven't changed it, each scanner you have will have its own chance to spot an incoming meteor shower. And that can range from like 200 seconds away to, I think it's something like 30 seconds, 36 seconds away. So you can set it. The more you have, the more likely you are to spot meteor coming in and have enough time to shut the doors, assuming they're powered. You'll have enough time to shut the doors before the meteor shower hits. I'm not sure about incoming rockets. Does it tell them to wait? I don't think it never used to, so they probably just plow through the closed door and break everything. There's a radiation problem over here. Yeah, I thought there might be. Who's got a radiation problem? Average 30 rads. Yeah, you probably have, haven't you? That closing again. See how slow it is? It's not powered. That's why you need them powered. You need them to be powered. We'll it's only getting a bit of wrong button. That button. And then this one. I wanted to go to the star map. I think he's been looking around this planet. Obsolete space station. Ooh. Sandy Orfield. This copper meteor, I think, is heading right at us. Yeah. There's another one there. Don't know what that is. Unidentified object. Organic mass. I think we already saw that. This must be the other planetoid. Ooh, Frigilia. Another iron volcano. No meteor showers for that place. Ocean, tundra, and space. Oh yes, we want the space scanner, not the. I think they're spending a lot of time up there, so they're getting. Right. All right. So we've pumped out this section, dug out that. I think we can just run ladders through here now. Yeah, we're going to run ladders through that one. Going to run ladders through there. Oh, we're going to destroy the place, aren't we? Decimate everything. There's a bit of polluted there. What could we do with that? Can we guide that this way before we do anything? Oh. That's kind of... See if we can pour that out this side. Reconstruct these tiles. Dig those two, and that should pour out and land in this horrible section anyway. Anything else we can mop up. Right, excellent. This, we've got dug right down to here. There's a carbon geyser there. I'm going to brick up this side, I think. We're going to use what we can find in here. There's wolframite in here. That means more tungsten. Solid nuclear waste in here. There's going to be some uranium ore in this section that we're going to brick off. I think we're going to brick off this entire side because I'd like to get this There's a liquid sulfur geyser going. And I think we could just drip it straight into the bottom here and it would be nice and cold. It'll melt all the ice, make a lot of steam. So we want to make sure we can cap it off and block it so the steam doesn't come through into the base. Let's dig out that piece there and see if we can tile in there. We need to come in a bit closer. I know, actually, we might not need to cancel. There's something going on up here. This is now ready. That can be powered. Let's power it. I know somebody's got to come up here and it's annoying. That's got to be built, but it can't. Yeah, they can reach it. They can walk on the top. Make it a higher priority then. I know it's not nice up here. It's horrible, but run up here and build that. Can we connect a... I don't think you can even connect a big wire to that. No, you can't. You'd have to build a transformer to power it. But I just want to test it. I want to test the theory. So power. Transformer. We squeeze one in. There we can. Actually squeeze one in there. Yeah, let's actually do that and then cancel that bit there. Then we can send that one up one. This is just a test, so I don't really care. It's not going to stay here. Conductive wire can come through to that, up and into those two. Have a little bit of a ladder so we can reach what we're doing. Make all this the highest priority. I know they're going to get some illnesses, sicknesses, exposure because they're not wearing suits. They're in space. Jet suit pattern. Jet suit, blaster maker and meteor blaster have just become available. Let them build that and we'll come back here. We'll blast shot maker. That baby. Can we fit that in one of our rooms? Control station isn't supposed to be in this room, but it allows the use of the geo tuner. If we get rid of that, put the blast shot maker here. Oh my, it's huge. Yeah, might be slightly a dangerous opportunity machine. I don't know if it's classed as a laboratory machine, but it's just a convenient place to stick it. This can now start making berry sludge. Because we don't need the seeds now. Seeds have been done. We will get round to maybe trying to find some morphs of the seeds. To do that, you need to give them some... You need to give them some radiation in here. We could do that up in space, obviously. But the easiest way to do that here, and quite conveniently for us, is that we could put that... Oh, blimey, there's a big sort of layout on this machine. This one. Oh, no, not made of that. Put one there. I want to see what it looks like. Oh, okay. Right, fair enough. Could move it over a bit. Put it there. See what it does. I think you've got to make the blast shots to put in it, though, so... I don't know how to make those until that machine is. How much power do you want? Probably a lot, I'm guessing. Yes, you do. That needs an output. Liquid intake. Power wire, obviously. Yeah, liquid out. Liquid intake. What do you take in? Which liquid do you use? Produces blast shot with refined metal and petroleum. Oh, well, that's convenient, isn't it? Well, we'll deconstruct you then. You're not going to be any use there. You are going to be useful anywhere around here. Maybe we could put it in here. It would run in a vacuum though, wouldn't it? That would probably not be good for a machine. Run it up here. You could easily use the transit tube to get to here. We've already got petrol being plumbed up here, and it's already protected from asteroids. No, actually, that's a vacuum now. There was a little bit of... we could put it here, couldn't we? There's that oxygen here. Make a little room for it just under here. Blast shot maker. That. Once they've done that, we'll get rid of the ladder and then we'll put ourselves a blast shot maker in. I'll put it in the atmosphere. It's a bit hot up here, but it's going to be using petrol, which is hot anyway, so not a problem. And these guys can shoot through the tube and get here nice and quick and get back nice and quick. So that gives them something to do, doesn't it? They want something to do. They're desperate for things to do. That'll give them something. Oh, they've built it. So this side, what we would end up doing, we would have the doors all the way along, and we'd end up opening these doors when there's a meteor strike and closing these doors when there's a meteor strike. That's why you want these space scanners. Let's click on a scanner. And see how the scan network is now 33%. One was 17. Actually, I thought one was 16. So, yeah. So as long as each one's got 100%, your range will go up. So obviously you could do with like 7, is it? 6. Apparently you can stack them above each other. They've changed it now. You can use glass now. You never used to be able to use glass. But obviously you need doors above the bloody things because they'll get damaged when there is a meteor. They'll go, yeah, there's a meteor coming, and then they'll get damaged. We've got to carry on dumping steel wastage. Oh, crap. I want a bit of steel left because I want to build the machine in here. Deconstruct buildings, and we'll get rid of the ladder. And go. Can't build it until the ladder's gone. Someone's going to have to come out and do that. That'll probably take 6 of them to go and do that. With eggshell coming over, there's tungsten being made. Oh yeah, it's all going on here. There's a steel being made. We've got 2 things of tungsten here. I'm probably going to make a 3rd one. Liam looks a bit eaten. He's just putting wolframite on. Well, he's made another batch of tungsten. I think that must be full now then. Yeah. Awesome. There's a bit more coming through. More eggshell from next door. Aha! It perfect. I think we'll move the poke shell farm up here. And then just put them in down there when we're ready. Any more in here? There's one. It's 64 degrees. Yeah. That way this won't matter really. They should be being moved out. It's on a auto... hang on. 0. They should be put in here. Should be the baby's one, right? Poke shell spawn. Yeah. So that should create a job. Take them out of here and put them in the growing up chamber. And that should automatically create a job to take them out of there. So let's put that in a room as well and see if that works. No, we need to get another ladder off of there. A bit like the fish farm sort of thing. Put another... No, let's put one there like that. It's fair enough. Hey! Didn't know you could do it from that angle. I'm wondering... Yeah, they're taking him out. They're taking him out. So that he should be put in this room. Just the same as these guys. They should be wrangled out. High priority and put in here. They are set to 0. Auto wrangle poke shell spawn. Auto wrangle poke shell. The poke shell spawn should be removed from this room and put in here. Anyone going to do the job? No, I don't think it's working. Pen status okay is not okay. There are loads of poke shells spawning here that need to be wrangled out. Actually, it's this one, isn't it? It's only this one after they've been wrangled. This isn't going to work. There's no jobs. Should be creating jobs for all of these poke shells. That's why every time they grow up, the dupes get attacked. I guess the other way to do it would be to trap them in a door. Pretty sure they can't attack when they're trapped in a door. And the sweeper can still reach them out of the door. We get rid of this critter drop off and put a door there. And when they hatch, they're kind of trapped like this one. If that never moves it and puts it in there, it always gets one from here. That will probably end up growing in the door and get stuck. I'm not entirely sure they can attack you when they're grown in a door. That would be a useful bypass way round. Come up here and see if this is... Yeah, until we can bring that across here, it's not really going to protect these guys, is it? Because I know there was it a comet coming towards us? I don't know where it went. Copper meteor shower. It looks like it's heading towards us. If I go over to... Yeah, hasn't found anything, has it? No. No automation wire connected. That's what we need to do to test it. Automation wire. We'll make it add us and connect it to these two doors. That way you can put it over the top of your solar panels, and then if there's, mad tornado, meteors coming in, you can just protect them. And yeah, that needs to be built. Let's build that on a high priority. I just want to see it working. Make sure it's actually working. Right. Blast shot maker. Where was that? Stations? Oh, it's somewhere around here. Blast shot maker building. No, not making it out of copper. Alright, what does that require? It needs petrol in, which is rather convenient because we've got petrol right here. I'm not going to go through the floor. I'm going to build it direct. It's obsidian piping straight across. We'll see how it works first. Let's sweep this out. Come on, let me sweep. Go. And that research got done, so let's click something else. Make sure this is all done. We can get the pixel packs maybe. And decorate our rockets a bit better. Right, there you go, build that. Does need metals here, so we can see what we can send. We might be able to send, say, some of the gold up here, or some of the iron, or something, I don't know. Some of that aluminium that we've been building up for ages. Aluminum. Say. Build it up, build it up. We'll also need its own power up here, which is fine. We got you covered, we got you covered. How much steel have we got? Not enough. What can we make that out of? That's lead. Lead. It's all made of lead, is it? All the way along here. All of this is lead too. Oh, I guess that's ooh, 382. How many times that's triggered? Hey up. Hey up, lad. It's raining. You know what? I'm probably going to brick this in and just bring this transit tube around here so they can get out. I don't like that raining all the time. It's actual micrograms, tiny, teeny, tiny amounts. someone go in there or something? Wouldn't have been able to get in there. I'm getting the top one. I did actually want to sweep that out when I was finished. Oh, there's also a bit of steel in there being wasted. Oh my word. We'll have to let them in then. Might as well let them in while it's already raining, huh? Only in this side, so that wasn't a rocket. It wasn't a meteor coming in. That was something happening. Something just happened. I think there was a lot of water here, maybe. All suddenly set up. Hello, punk. How the heck are you? Petroleum power thingies, yes. Unfortunately, instead of it cooling the batteries down, we've sent wires down instead using the ribbon all the way down here, moved our batteries down here so they're not adding in extra heat to this room. But it's not helping because these things just make so much heat. We're getting a lot of steam. We've got steam, gas pump and liquid pump trying to get out of here. But as you can see, sometimes when they open these doors, it literally explodes steam everywhere. At least it's such tiny, tiny amounts. It doesn't actually appear to be causing a water damage problem here. We can pop this plastic tube out through the floor here and brick this up, I think, at this point. Because I don't want that happening anymore. That's annoying. This machine could go up here somewhere. Not really important. But we do need power to this thing, and it's hungry. Power hungry. And I would like to make this bit at least out of steel. No, can't. There ain't any steel yet. Make some more. Now, if we're never opening this side, we could brick this side up with these bricks, these bunker tiles. If they're never going to open and close, we get some steel back then because they're 500 for 4 tiles, but bunker tiles are 100 each. Literally get a little bit back. I look at that and I keep thinking there's some the old not poke shells, other dudes, those dudes, the Volpups, no, they're Vols, that's the fella. I'm wondering whether we should grab this grub and shove him in here. They do a much better job than that. Why are you worried about that? Irrigation, have we run out of water? Uh-oh. That's the end of our reign of terror if these two machines are on have stopped. Dormant and dormant. Yeah, they've stopped producing. We need a backup plan of water. So let's get these guys running a not there, is it? Here, so it's this line. We want to add water or brine to that line. Brine to the line. Go over there and see what we have access to. I think we've got brine. Have we got brine, or is it salt slush? Minus 10. So if we could get that harvesting and I get a pump in there, there's a bit of sleet wheat grain there. Wow, there's loads. I think they do self-harvest then. Look at that. They've self-harvested. Hello, Gamer Empire 2. Nice to see you. Thank you for the follow. We could bust into here and steal these. Put a pump with this stuff. It's very cold though, isn't it? We pump minus 14 liquid around the place. It's gonna not be a happy thing to do. How can we warm it up? We're gonna have excessively hot liquid sulfur very soon. What's the problem, gamer? I'm sure we can possibly think of something. Uh-oh, don't do the bottom one. That will probably pour all over the place then, wouldn't it? Let's try and mop this out. Probably have to put some ladders in, I should think. There we go. We got to get in here as well, but you got to come in from this side. And I don't really want to damage this abyssalite just yet. That's sealing all this off from us. Yeah, that's very, very bad. 1,000 rads. Well, we can use that for producing a rad bolt powered situation. Once we've got power going. Thanks. Thank you. Nice pink pajamas. Yeah, what can we do here? We got to dig this out here. We've got to mop that. Put a block in there and mop. What sort of help do you need, gamer? What sort of help do you want? That's our little hat to stop anything falling down here. Yeah, we're going to bust in there. We could make a little tank in this room. We could make a tank here because you can brick up the right-hand side. And then we could just have some liquid sulfur going around. I'm going to get in here as well, actually. I just noticed there's more eggshell in there. So let's get in there. And we can have a clearer look at what we're going to build in here. Oh, more research completed. Excellent. Pixel pack is done. Let's see what else we can get cracked out of this row. Seems like distillation or generic sensors or improved plumbing. Well, it depends what you want to do, really. I would go for the plumbing. Get your plumbing sorted because you will need that before you need most other things. But distillation is also what you would need to do for your if you want to build a loop for your toilet system. Need the distillation stuff, which is, if I recall correctly, you need the that thing, water sieve, and you need the toilets. I would go for that as a priority. Get that. Afterwards, try and get the liquid reservoir because it's useful to pair with that, so you can have 2 or 3 tanks water, and then make a little loop for your toilets. That's one of the first things. The best thing to do is kind of have a loop set up, so you don't have to worry about finding water for the toilet system. You just keep reusing the dirty water as long as you've got sand on your map. Haven't got any sand, you're kind of screwed. That because you need sand for the sieve to work properly. And the sieves, you can put clean water through them and it doesn't break them. So if you've got a pool of water that's mixed, polluted and clean, you can just put a pump at the bottom, put a sieve at the top, water sieve, and good job. Bottle emptier. Let your bottle emptier. Pick what liquid you want to put in it, and they will find any bottles on the map and pour it in. But if you want them to take it from the where is it? You want them to take it from a pitcher pump. So if I wanted them to move all this, which I've been doing, the ethanol, I set a pitcher pump up here in the ethanol, and then I set these to auto bottle. And then they will use the pitcher pump to pump out the liquid and carry it to where you want it to go. They can use, the sieves also have the ability, these pitcher pumps. Choose what liquid it's in. If I put one in here, you could choose water or polluted water to harvest out of it. It's actually quite handy having a little layer of water on top, stops it off gassing. We need to get rid of that. We need to get it over here, I think. Yeah. Let's give them some more work to do. Deconstruct that. That's how we deleted all the nasty polluted stuff. That's the problem you got to watch with your water, is you'll get polluted water that's clean, but clean water that's polluted. Right, that makes it sound completely nonsensical, but if you look at this, show it in this view. No, I'll show it in that view. That's polluted water, but it's got no germs, 0 surface germs. This is polluted water with 0 surface germs, but this is polluted water with food poisoning in it. If I was to use that and run that through a sieve, it would still have those germs in it. Sieves do not kill germs. There's the pixel pack. We can make them a nice room or something. Need glass though, so yeah, we'll send some glass over. We need to reinforce this so that if this all breaks, which it probably will, because it is only dirt, at some point in time that's going to smash. Let's put up a little wall here so that our transformer doesn't stop working when it gets soaked. Because if that breaks, that will definitely flood and stop working. Let's get rid of you. I would go in here, but this crashed satellite is giving off a lot of rads. I go on a red alert frequently. If they don't do a job that I want done, and I've set it up to do it, like say I wanted them to really dig this tile for some reason, click on errands, you can see what job type it is, and you can see who's got the job order to come and dig it. Nobody's got the job yet, but if I'm like, that really needs doing badly, you can click that, and now Harold will come and do it. Quite often you don't even need to leave it on red alert, you can just do that. But you've got another red alert, you've got this red alert. That one is like, they brought this one in because that one was too fierce. They won't even eat when you click this one. So if you click that and hold it for too long, your dupes will end up not very happy and probably dying. But if you just use the little red alert, then they're pretty good usually. You can do that. This is kind of like emergency, top priority. Even higher than a priority 9 order. There we go. I'm going to mop this junk out of here. Let's check this for bacteria. I think we're good. This is still clean. Even though it's polluted water, it's actually clean polluted water. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Let's mop that up because I want to get this dug out while we go on and doing other things. Making blast shots and shooting at asteroids and having all the fun. These poor guys are going to be here digging all this out. There you go. Dig all that out. Have at it. Try not to get stuck. We know what you like. Like we've made our own temporary ethanol tank. We've made our own... Oh, that's got stuck. Come on. Stop lagging. This bit's probably the most important. Get that done first. Then we'll probably merge that into here. Because we're not using water anyway. We've got our own free deep freeze. We just dug a couple of tiles into there. And that is meat. Deep frozen, sterile, fresh. And as long as we don't mess around, it's also full of carbon dioxide too. Awesome. Cycle 13, your first time on normal difficulty. Yep. I will show you the toilet system on the main map. We've done it here. We've done it here. This is basically what I'm talking about. You have your dirty water coming out of the toilet. You'll see it in action. Thanks to nicely modelled by Harold and George. Look, they flush the toilet. Dirty water comes out. This is dirty water with germs, though. So you don't want to be using this for any food once it's cleaned. They'll get sick. Goes into your water sieve, goes in the white port. It's cleaned, comes out and goes in your water tank. That's why it's nice to have a tank. Doesn't have to go in a tank. You can add that later once you've researched it. Comes out of there, goes round, feeds back into the toilets again. And over time, you'll make more and more water. Yeah, this is the next step up from the outhouse. Because the outhouse is, don't let them empty the bottle emptier into your tank of clean water or whatever with the, if you click polluted on here, they could take it from the outhouse and drip it in there, and then it's all filled with bacteria, which you don't really want. I think that's probably how this end got food poisoning in it. There you go. You got a little loop there. That's what you want to aim for. So you want to research the water sieve next, and then your toilets. And you can also use sinks until you get these things. These things are just in the future. Ah, yeah, ice is nice. Use a bit of ice. If you got somewhere that's really hot, cool it down with an icy fan. Let's actually make all this on a 6, shall we? And they'll get on with it. It's slightly higher priority than... don't bother in doing it at all. The ladder. So that's the first job. That's the second job. And that's the third job they'll do. Oh, that as well as a high priority. In case this breaks before I come back. Go back to our main asteroid and see what we're doing here. Ah, it's up. It's here. Here it is. They still are not sweeping this igneous out. I need to give them somewhere to put it, I think. If I put it in there again... I can put it as sweep only, can't I? Yeah, I could put it as sweep only. Oh, the game's frozen. Game's saving. I like the first few stages in a new game. First few cycles are just sort of like digging it out, finding resources, finding all your stuff, deciding how you're going to lay your base out. You start off with just your little printing pod in a little room with 3 dupes, and then you back off out and you create this kind of monstrosity. We've got a more automatic mushroom farm that's now locked. Can't go in there. We found this dude. We got him to join the colony, and his little home was a 250,000 storage tank, so we filled it with sand. And there's another closed loop thing there. There's an oxygen making machine. You'll be making all sorts of weird machines. We grew some pincher pepper plants. Made ourselves a natural gas tamer. And a copper volcano tamer. Trying to make our own diamonds. Not very successfully, I may add. Hey, cooling down all our resources. Aluminium at 11 degrees. That's pretty good. We'll probably swap that glass forge out for a different machine if we manage to get some niobium from space. Want some niobium. So I want to come up here to our rocket. Ah, see? Space scanners. Should have said incoming object detected. See? They've detected it. Yeah, don't worry about repairing the bloody thing. You're going to get hit by a rocket, pal. By a meteor. Once this is made, we'll be able to shoot these things down. That'll be awesome. But we haven't got any bullets for it yet. But we'll bring it up higher so it's got a better field of view up the top. We didn't quite have enough steel yet. Still working on it. This one's quite annoying because it's full of regolith that's really hot. When it comes in, it creates steam clouds of doom. Let's prioritize that. You're taking out all my ladders, mate. I think these buildings also overheat, don't they? Disable auto repair. Don't keep repairing it. Yeah, don't repair that. Don't repair that. The dope's just running around everywhere. Like, have you got a bleeding death wish, guys? What are you doing? Oh, man. Yeah, we got to come in and reinforce all this and reinforce the walls. Then we'll have loads of steam to do something with. Loads of really hot regolith. Base. We're going to move this section. We're going to literally bunker door off the entire roof. Then we're going to operate it with space scanners. They'll open and close, and this will not happen anymore. Boom! It's damaging the ones underneath. That's crazy. And then we can get rid of a lot of these ladders. Good way of getting free resources, though. See how all of it's piled up on here? This section's not damaged. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Power-wise, we've got to get power to this. Got any steel made yet? Little bit. Why are you building out of lead? Don't build out of lead. That bit's lead. This bit's lead. That bit's steel. Is it? Really? Got to be steel in there. Let's go back over to and see if we can find any more. We've got into here. Got all the eggshell out of that section. Any little spots we can find. Barracks room is full of carbon dioxide and polluted oxygen. That'll be the thing that'll probably kill the first few bases until you get the hang of it. The first thing to do in most games is to build yourself a ladder down so that you want to build so that you can get to water. You obviously need water pretty early in the game. And then you want to build a kind of a sinkhole for the carbon dioxide to drop into. It'll always head for the lowest point in the base. Heavier than all the other gases. Look like this. Wherever I put my cursor, it doesn't just say nothing. It says oxygen. There's oxygen here. Click on this one. Go to gas. You can see all the different gases. There's carbon dioxide here. Carbon dioxide on top of the water. Down here. It always goes down as far as it can. It'll start going down here whenever it gets to that point. And polluted oxygen floats on top of it. And you get other gases like hydrogen that always goes up. But the way we did this wrong. This bit of automation should have a NOT gate in it. Basically, it saw the meteors coming and it opened the doors. Well, that's silly. So we obviously need a NOT gate on it. The NOT gate flips the yes to a no, or the off to an on, or the on to an off. There we go. We've now got a NOT gate on this. So when this now detects meteor showers and puts out a green signal, the green signal will be flipped to a red signal, which shuts the doors. All other times, the doors should be open. And that's why I was having problems before. Let's go back there, actually, and just make sure that is prioritized pretty high. That is pretty stupid. Then what we can do, if we've got enough steel over here, build these things all the way across to there, so they will protect their power. And if this detects a meteor, an asteroid, whatever they call it now, meteor strike coming in, it will shut the doors and protect the solar panels from danger. Obviously, the solar panels have got to be at the top because they need to be under the sun. So, if we've got a bit of glass, they'll go and fix it. I think this thing got damaged, did it? No, it's this tile got damaged. That won't protect it very well. Kind of needs another one there in case one comes in at an angle. There you go, it's now scanning. It's got a scan quality of 0. And network quality of 17. But the scan quality is 0 until this door opens. Then it will be open. And that should go up to about 17% individual. Just for one scanner. Takes about 35-36 seconds to open when it's powered. Now it's gone up. Well, it's gone up to 13%. That's because it's too close to this telescope. I wanted it to be underneath, at least a bit underneath the bunker door. So that protects the enclosed telescope, which we don't really need protected anymore because I think it's done its job now. There's nothing here to see. Go to the star map. He's already... This one. So he's already gone out as far as he can see. Right, the reason they're getting hypothermia is because they're probably going into your ice place, wherever your ice is. When they get in there, they're spending too long in there. You can send them in for a quick run, quick dig through, and then back. If you do too much without a spacesuit on, these guys are wearing suits. That's pretty advanced. That's pretty much later on. Start making a suit dock. Atmo suit dock. Like this one. This one's fully automated. Well, say fully. Still need a duplicate to repair the suit. But the suit comes in here, damaged, worn, gets repaired and gets sent back out and put into its relevant bay all by itself. Suits don't need to do anything. Yeah, this is definitely bad. We've got no water to feed them. What are we going to do about it? We need water to feed them, but this water is too gosh darned hot. Are you sending them into water? They'll also get it if they go into water. If they go underwater to get things, or they walk along wet places. If like this has got crude oil laid on it, if they walk on that, that's cold crude oil. They'll get the hypothermia. If there's food underwater and they keep going underwater to get things, they will also get it from that. This should now be lockable. That should be lockable. Don't want them in there either. So this will never make any... It's never going to really make anything because we're pumping it out. There's nowhere for the polluted oxygen to go. Beautiful. I like it. Very good. So let's pop back to... See if we got any more delicious pieces of eggshell to send over. There's some reed fiber here. That's useful. Some plants. There is a bit of eggshell here, but it's right close to that. Check in your area if you've got like no doors blocking off a room. You can click on the oxygen just like that. It's just the same as clicking on a ladder. You can click in this space. See what the temperature is in that room. If it's like low, like minus something or 0, they will get cold when they're in there. Means you've got to warm the place up. Pretty much every piece of equipment generates a bit of heat, so running on these wheels should warm them up. So you can put a manual generator in, put a battery in, and that'll start warming up the place as they run on the wheel to generate power. Put power to lights and things like that. That'll warm the room up. If it's near to ice, that might be your problem. It could be your problem. Not saying it is, but it could be. I'm going to come in by one tile. I'm going to try and delete as little uranium as possible. We're going to brick this in. So this side is protected from the liquid sulfur. We'll probably just destroy this side ourselves. Might do. Or we'll let the liquid sulfur destroy it. Either which way, it will get melted. The uranium will be left in place. But all the other stuff will melt. And hopefully we won't have a massive cloud of steam to deal with. We'll leave them to do that. I do want to get tapped into this so that we can send some over to the other side. So what's the best way of getting into there? We can't go through here because of the crashed satellite. We'll just get really... Yeah, battery room should be fine, 10 to 11. Are they running through any water to get to it? Are they getting wet feet? That will give them the hypothermia. Now let's dig that piece away. Just drop this ladder down to here. I think that'll be easier. Dig out all of that chunk. Be careful here because I think they're going to get themselves stuck. Dig like that. Then we could probably dig through here. This little tunnel. We'll put up a wall in there because this is all snow and it's going to fall down as we dig it. We put a tiles in at an angle and make them really high priority. Yeah, that should work. Cancel those two. We can build those at an angle. We'll try and get in here, put in a space heater thing, one of those water heater things. Carbon dioxide there, but once this gets it's overpressured now. Once we reveal it, it should pour down here and we can just take the chill off of it. It's minus 18. We'll need constant power, but if we can get through here, then we could probably put its own solar powers in. You just got to try not to fill this up with water, because if it comes through here as water, it's not too bad. If it's polluted, it'd be annoying, but this is all clean water, I think. Yeah, it's pretty good. A lot of sleet wheat grains we can send back to make with berry sludge. Let's see if they've made any, actually. Let's go back to Lavini. Actually, let's check on the rocket. If they've made any, they would fill this up. No pending deliveries. So, yeah, there isn't any. I think that's definitely gone up. We were on 24, so they've made another 14 of those. That's not bad. That would get us a bit of... That'll last a lot longer than you expect as well. I think if we dig that away, I've got a funny feeling someone's going to get stuck on this neutronium here. Let's just do the top bit then. We know somebody's going to get stuck. Dig that bit. There we go. Yeah, that should do. Nobody should get trapped on there. Can't dig this out yet until this lonely pump this into a vacuum all by itself. Doing well, pump. You're doing well. This well is waiting for you, though. Hurry up. Now, oil well being invented. Woo-hoo! I'm not sure our tiny little farm is going to be enough to support our rocketry habit, even if it was running, which it isn't because we've run out of water. So, yeah. Just a tad unfortunate. I'd like to run a pipe from this thing. We go plumbing. Insulated pipe. Yeah, might as well. And we'll bring it. How are we going to get there? We need to get it to this. So, if it's going to be brine, we can just put it through this desalinator and send it as... I'd rather not drip it in here because this is brine and the other one is salt water, and I don't think they mix. The game still treats them as different liquids. That does mean we can come up there with it. That's perfect. Yep, they will do that. They hit max gas pressure. You've got to keep pumping the gas out with gas pumps. And there are ways to trick it into not getting max gas pressure. That's a bit more late game stuff. Yeah, you want pumps in there. The old design we ripped out, otherwise I'd show you it. It was around here somewhere. It was in this section. We brought this tank down. But the old design I have basically gas pump. Gas pump. We have a gas pump at the top. And you have the oxygen making machines down the bottom. The gas pump at the top takes all the hydrogen out, and all the ones at the bottom take your take out the hot oxygen and pump it around your base. If you're just using oxygen diffusers, I shouldn't worry about it. That's good. Maximum gas pressure means you're base is like fully pressurized with oxygen. Troops can breathe without being in difficulty. And get rid of that tile there. Oh, I clicked that again. I don't know why that's even on here. Go away. Can you just do that for me there? I'm not sure which bits of this they can reach. I'm going to get rid of that light fixture. Demolish. Someone can do that for me. Get rid of the glass. Get rid of those. Actually, you can deconstruct all of that. Let's check these liquids because they'll be going crazy now. Yeah, they're going up and down and left and right and ugh. Get them flowing properly. Hey, we've got some flow coming in there. Excellent. Our plants will regrow again. How did that happen? I think these are running. Is that dormant? Yeah. Well, it ran some through. How to remove polluted water with food poisoning out of your only water area. If it's polluted water, you can put a bottle emptier in it. A pitcher pump in it. Make a different area with bottle emptiers and tell them to put polluted water there and enable water bottling, auto bottling. Then they will take the water out of the polluted water only out of the pitcher pump, because you can get different liquids out of a pitcher pump if they're all mixed. So they will do that. Cancel any overwrites. Put in another bridge. Rotate it, boom, like that. And I will bridge it onto this line so that this line takes priority. There, like so. And we'll bring that down into it. Cancel that. Excellent. So we can send water over. We will need to send them some steel. Fortunately, we haven't got a lot of steel yet. Still waiting. When we get a huge influx of polluted oxygen, polluted dirt to feed these guys. Yeah, this is true. If it's small enough, you can mop it out. But if it's a large amount, pea water's a good term. I like it. Right, what have we got here? We never powered it, did we? We're still waiting. I'm going to put the lead on it and see if it will probably overheat. We'll need a ladder or two to reach it. We can change that as and when we get the steel available. Yeah, that's not too bad, is it? We have a huge tank. I think we can get rid of this now. It's not necessary anymore. Deconstruct you. Deconstruct this bunker door, shall we? Should we? Yeah, we will. It's a risk, but it is tucked under here slightly, so it's less likely to get hit. Full of petrol. Has that tank been refueled, or did we use it yet? No, it's full. Sure, it's full. 450 kilos. We haven't even set this one up yet, have we? Oh no, this is our main one. Yeah, this is the one we made before. We could do some tweaking on here. It's got a lot of pressure of oxygen in here, though. 35 kilos per. That's popped eardrum territory. I'm thinking of maybe moving this over there, moving these doors over, getting rid of that, and putting our door section here. That would be better, I think. Then we can make this a tile, make this a proper. Yeah. Can we modify it? I think so. Too much pressure for the buddy bud. He couldn't handle the pressure. Sorry, guy. How much water have we used? we've got a few spare tiles we could fill with water. Because I'm thinking of sending this guy. All we've really done is kind of gone a couple of tiles from our home planet. We haven't even gone anywhere yet, but I want to go here. I want to go to Toasty. Yeah. Toasty has niobium and a niobium volcano. I want niobium. I only want 5 kilos of niobium. If that means we can fly there, if we can fly there and back in one turn, well, not one turn, but in one fuel load, without having to refuel, then we're going there. We are going there. I want niobium. 5 kilos of niobium. We have got two 20,000-ton, 20-ton containers of tungsten, plus the 2,000 tungsten on here. Combine that with the niobium, gives you a thermium. And then I think you can do something with thermium and make more niobium. So you only need 5 kilos. Let's have a look. Build it in here. We might get rid of our glass forge and put it there, but I just want to build it to have a look. I'll put it in there. You got any water coming yet? Oh, I saw a little splash go through, but that was all. We've placed our plumbing in from the other side, from the other asteroid. Let's go back to Alita. Alita. Built a tile diagonally, but I think what I'm going to do, put one above it as well. Just seems good practice. Then we can carve ourselves a little room. There is some polluted here to get rid of, to deal with. We can get rid of that maybe down into this section. Dig down here or something. Yeah, let that go. Let it go. Either let it go or brick it out of existence. Because I don't really want it coming down here and landing in this. That's where it will go. Straight in the soup. I'll probably do. Let's let's ladder across this section. There. And then dig down by 3s and make a little pit. So that if the water was to come out, it's gonna go in there first. Don't want it to come out with any luck. We want it to stay where the heck it is. Yeah. Those guys can do that. It should be far enough away from the radiation problem to be okay. But that will give us, when we're done here, that will give us a lovely area to collect rad bolts and be able to fire resources backwards and forwards. But this place doesn't really need to as much. Fire them backwards and forwards. That's right, just go down there, get yourself stuck in an hole. Well done. Can you move that bleach stone? Is there somewhere to put it? I don't know if there's anywhere to put it though, is there? I'll give you a place to put bleach stone. Give you a place to put seeds, but not bleach stone, I don't think. Put it in here. Bleach stone underwater will not off gas. There you go, it's already there. Perfect. Excellent. Put it in there. Get rid of it. We're going to bust through here. I'll make that a higher priority, please. You two guys get on with that, and I'll be back. I'll be back. Uzi 9mm. Hasta la vista, baby. Now we got to make some blast shots. What should we make them out of? Let's make them out of aluminum. Sorry, I would make it forever, but we haven't set up a permanent thing here. The blast shot machine is all the way over here. So if we send our petrol rockets over here to be made and run and up and down, whatever, fly off and back, the blast shot will be done in this area. But we do have this tank of petroleum we set up for our test view rockets. So if we got that set up, we could just send petrol over here and make our blast shots maybe around this area somewhere. We want to make it in an atmosphere. It's probably around here. Then we can test this thing out. Shoot down those asteroids when they come for us. But we're still trying to brick over the top. We're still trying to bunker door across the top with limited production of steel. But we're getting there slowly. We're getting there. I think this machine might overheat. Check that out. Requires learned skill. Looks like Devon and Stinky and Lindsay are the only people that can do it. Not Lindsay, current errand. Devon, current errand. Yep, we've got loads of aluminium from that volcano we've been running for days. So this will probably be better off over there, nearer to the supply. We'll just shoot some petrol over there in a tank whenever we want some. I got a feeling they can't get that bit of steel out, can they? No, they can't. Yes, carbon skimmer to work. Water in, polluted water out, and a carbon sieve, right? Or are you just putting water into it constantly? You can do the same little loop like I said about the toilets. Have a carbon skimmer and a filter. Are you going to make something? Is something going to drop out of this machine? Boom! Haha, blast shot, time 5. Oh, whoopee! You get 5 shots per time. Oh man, that's awesome. Are you going to pick those blast shots up and put them in the blast shot machine? Probably not. Oh, look at it shaking the blast shots around. Not dangerous at all. You picking those? Oh no, you were going to, but now you're going to sleep instead. Boom. Got 10 blast shots now. Well, they're not linking together in a stack, but they'll probably do that later. Add that feature. Uh-oh, that seems not dangerous, doesn't it? Sparks flying. Like, someone's going to pick those up now, because the other guy fell asleep. 5 blast shots. Run back here. Where are you going with the blast shots? Hang on. Let's, oh no. Let's click on Mima and go follow cam. Center of attention bonus. Whee! Go through that pipe, Mima. Wait, don't headbutt someone on the way. Where you going? You're going to put them in the machine? How many does it take? How many can it hold? The questions I need to know the answers to. Put them in, put them in, put them in. Let's see. Oh, man. Oh, I see a green thing on there. Is that like how full it is? Oh, yeah. Fires blast shot shells at meteor showers to defend the colony from impact damage. 16 tiles horizontally, 32 tiles vertically. Oh, that's a beautiful thing, that is. Got more coming in. Boom! Each one of those is 5 shots then. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 total. Nice. I like it. Let's dig all this crap out of the way then. We'll see if there's a nearby power source we can pop some power into it from. This wire looks nice. It's only lead. We can come to there with lead and then go just the last little bit with steel. Try out the blast shot maker, shall we? I shall change the name of this episode to the Blast Shot Maker on YouTube when I upload it. Ah, I want to see it work now, don't you? I bet there won't be any asteroids for decades. And all that steam will probably overheat the building. There we go. Once this is completely roofed off with bunker doors, we'll have the space scanner network close close these when there's a storm, because we don't want the rockets getting damaged and everything underneath, but I'll open these so that we can shoot them down and get resources. You could have sweepers down here collecting the resources. Yeah, that'll be good. These dupes, they got nothing to do. Look at them, they're so industrious. You'll be sending you, don't worry, you'll all be respected as rocket pilots before you know it. And then the base will be kind of empty. Be so used to having them about. Yeah, this building might get a bit hot. Let's snip the power for now. When we know there's asteroids coming, we'll power it up. Otherwise, it's going to get very hot in all this steam. Yeah. New asteroids coming in will get shot down, so there won't be a problem, hopefully, with too much steam. But you never know. There might still be a problem. Probably want to get rid of all these ladders too. This is just a test. This isn't staying like this. This is just like this. We put this in to protect the base from meteor showers and stuff, but it's not staying here. This will be ripped out when this is all put in across the top. We can put a few bunker tiles just along here if we're really worried about it to make sure that that's definitely safe. Let's also deconstruct a couple of these. Bit of things like that, because even though they can just run plainly across here, every time there's a little ladder sticking up, they bump over it and it slows them down and all sorts of things. Yeah, go and do that. Go do that one. Go do that one. Go do that one. If you're willing to micromanage, you can trap them on there until they've done the whole thing. Oh, okay. I think because we powered it from underneath, from above, I think it got damaged by a meteor. So this is just a temporary arrangement. This is silly. You wouldn't do it like this. This was just something to have a look, see what was going on there. It's also lead. You would not make it out of lead. How can a room without light be too bright? I don't know. That's a good question. Make one more. I think. Was that one more? How much more can it take? Yeah, one more, I think. What you got? Yeah. I think, well, that only looks half full, that one. I want to mop this up. Wouldn't normally, but I think it's exchanging temperature with this building. Making it get hot. Also means we need to sweep this section. Rid of all the junk out of there. Away from it. It will soon get junk back again, but what I would probably do as a setup, because this is too low down, I would probably put it right up so it virtually meets the top wherever we have the bunker doors. Is the room exposed to space? If you turn on your light bulb icon, which is the fifth one along, you'll see the lux. And if the room is exposed to space, see the lux in the room and it will be bright. There you go. Keep that going because this is going to be... Let's check the star map. I bet there's nothing coming. Ah, typical. What a shame. There'll be nothing for ages now, will there? Oh well. Just when you get something you want to try out. Play with your new toy, you know. Bit of starvation, Shovel, that's fine. They're supposed to be starving. That's a starvation ranch. Right, that's got one more job. 100% underground. Well, if you check the light overlay, then and it's grey like this and there's no lux, then I don't know what Amory is saying. It's range. I want to send some steel over the other side so they can build a couple more bunker doors. Hey, how you doing? Poke Shell? Oh, where are you? There you are. He's 42 degrees, 0.9, 43. He's going up and he's cooking. He's landed in this 142, 145 degree cooking oil. Cooking oil, crude oil. It is cooking oil for his purposes, yeah. This is the Poke Shell Cooker 5000. It's the Poke Shell Fryer. Clearly, I do own a Poke Shell Fryer. And it works on the premise that a A leaky oil fisher gives out 326.9 degree crude oil. We had a little bit of our crude that's coming up from the wells, a tiny bit, just 250 grams drips in here, just so that our equipment in here doesn't get cooked, overheat, because it's only steel. It's 275, so it kept melting. But by dripping that in combination with the leaky oil fisher, it makes it 145 degrees, which is perfect for frying poke shells. The game had a small light thing, but nothing else makes light in the room. Yeah, the machine itself. Is it when they're sleeping? Are they sleeping next to the light and they complain about it? Is that what you mean? I got a feeling that's what you might be meaning. If there's a shine bug flying around, that disturbs them. They don't like it. Too bright to sleep. That's the only time I know that they complain about it being bright. When they're trying to sleep and there's a bleeding shine bug flies past. Ugh, right by their door. And if you've used the doors that you can see through, these kind of pneumatic doors, then yeah, they get disturbed sleep. You have to go and kill that shine bug, murderize it. Sometimes having shine bugs in a room is a good thing. If you've got shine bugs in your laboratory, then every time there's a shine bug near to your researcher, he'll be getting a bonus. This bug is now 63 degrees. He's a crawfish fryer. He's in a crawfish boiler. And there's one that's just waiting. This system is literally just the top door is on a timer, 80%. I just randomly chose a spot in the day to put it. And then this one is open for the second half. And then they both go back to their normal state. Normal state is this door remains open. You need these blocks, otherwise I'll jump on top of it. Or you can put another door on top. I did originally, but I took it back to get the steel back. And then this guy just walks backwards and forwards. You'll end up with a bunch of them on here when they bring them in. And what will happen eventually is the top door will close on his head and trap him in the door. Bottom door will open, and then he'll drop out into the crude oil. And then he'll cook. And then you can either have your dupes come in and take the poke shell malt away, make it into lime, or you can use that. And we do have some diamonds made, don't we? Not many, but we have some diamonds made. We could use those diamonds in this ancient specimen and see what we can get out of it. I'll use 5. But a barracks with no light bug. Loud sleeper far away. The only thing I can think of then, if that's not the case, is the arch thing, this thing, a printing pod, where you appear. Oh, there's a snazzy suit there, we'll have you. You get there. You put your beds too close to that. You click on the light overlay. It does generate light. Which is why I always, at the beginning of the game, I always put my research machines next to it. So they get a 15% work bonus for working in the light. And you don't have to pay anything for that, because that's free, that's coming from the printing press, printing pod. Come down here. They're the only reasons I know that would generate any light at the beginning of the game. And someone complaining it's too bright in the room is either a light bug or something that emits light, so you'd have to click on that light overlay and see what it is. It's coming from somewhere. Yeah, there's no water. We need to get that built over there. Right, let's try and dig through these two. We'll precariously dig our way in. Dig our way in. Thanks, Stomp. Thank you very much indeed. I tried to remember to do that several times in a game, but I always forget. And then we'll need to provide power over here. We have got a suitable power wire, but it's probably not going to be able to take... I don't know. I think they're 960 when they're running, but we only need to take a couple of... Take it up to sort of like 2 degrees or something. It's cold at the moment because there's so much ice around. Hopefully there's not too much polluted in here. Don't want that getting through. We can put one of those things in, put in a pump. Build it. Oh, thank you, Harold. Come back, come back. Don't do that. I did set it up, but I think I've set it up wrong. Nightbot is supposed to do it. When you see it, if you see it says Nightbot. If you like arts and crafts and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It's supposed to do it every, I think it's 5th comment or something is set up to do it. But I think I've set something wrong because it never seems to do it for me. Now we've been sending 2 kilos of barbecue over here every single day. We've now got 1 million kilos of barbecue. 1 million kcal, sorry. Barbecue over here. That's a bad idea. If that ice breaks, we're having all this brine coming in on our heads. Now these doors are open, that's how it's supposed to be. We want that spread along over our little power supply, which will extend probably quite a bit and have several of those. And this little biome will probably turn into a battery bank, but there is this wrecked satellite in here. It will. We don't have any suits, so not yet anyway. There are some reed fibers here. We can send some over. It's not a problem. I'd like to get this tapped into so we can start sending liquid over. But I don't want to pump into the liquid when it's that cold. Very, very, very cold. Rip. Is it polluted oxygen up there? Sorry. Sorry, bud. We're just going to move along here. Try and dig down here and let this polluted water go this way. We don't get it in our system. Hopefully most of this is ice, snow and nothing polluted. This one gives out polluted. Rather it didn't get mixed up in the system. It doesn't matter if it does, but I prefer it didn't. Uh-oh, we let a bit out. Oh, that was dangerous. It'll probably freeze in a minute. Can't micromanage that all the time though, so we're going to have to get rid of this and send this down here, I think. We'll have to brick over this. They can come in the side where, yeah, we'll put a brick there. That we can deconstruct this. Oh, cancel that. Don't want to do that. Tidy up all these ladders and the mess and all that as we go. Probably going to let this polluted down here now. Rid of that. Go. And we cleaned all this water that had nearly like 2 billion bacteria in it with this radiation lamp as a test. I wanted to see if it would work. In an early, oops, sorry, that skipped the map along. In an earlier episode, just as a test, we strapped this radiation lamp on and shone it into there. And it killed all the germs. It couldn't quite reach this far to kill these food poisoning ones. I'm not sure. You'd put a glass tile in front of it, maybe. Put one here and then put one in the back there. I have to get power to it somehow. Let's see if we could kill those last few germs off. We do need to get power up here though, don't we? Yeah, let's run this lead up. We got much lead left. Bring it up to there. Dig off those 2. Perfect. We get that done. Please get that done before I come back. This thing is actually starting to emit because we lowered the water level. That's good, that's good. So, we'll have a nice source of water because we'll basically have 2 brine vents. Cool salt slush geyser. And this one. Cool salt slush geyser. They both pump into this tank. And then we'll be adding to that water from over there. 2 vents from over here. Hopefully when those vents are dormant, these ones will be active. I don't like sending mixed waters over. We could sieve it before we send it, I suppose, couldn't we? We could sieve it over here and then send just clean water over. Last thing I want is a pipe bursting and polluted water going everywhere. Clean water's not so bad, but polluted water's awful. Then it got off-gassing and messes, so it will just come straight out of here, join onto this pipe, and it will get sieved and desalinated on site by people in the base that can get to it. There are tubes that are locked in the base that never leave. That will be added to these 3 tanks, which we'll expand. We'll put loads of tanks along here probably. Maybe even a double row up there. So that we've got lots of storage to keep this going, because we'll need lots of food. We'll need lots and lots of food for our rocket program once it gets going. Only in baby stages at the moment. Can't believe this one pump is doing this all by himself. Got it down to 50 micrograms, no, milligrams, whatever it is. Yeah, micrograms next after it gets down there. But we might have to bust in. I might have to give in and bust in. Might think about maybe putting a liquid lock here so we can brick this off so they can't have access to all this really hot igneous rock, which I know they would love to have. Absolutely love to have that. It'll be in their element. Every time I build something out of igneous, they'll come down here and get the most hottest piece of igneous they can find. You can guarantee it. We have got a bit of a leakage problem here. Something melted. That's why it's got ears. All my buildings usually end up with little ears on, so you can mop up any spillages that might occur. And this has done the same thing again, where this is constantly raining. Only tiny amounts spreads along the floor. So we may have to provide a cooling loop up here. I don't think it's a problem because we've got one, haven't we? Well, technically speaking, I believe we've got a gas cooling loop nearby, which we could add. Gas cooling loops aren't very effective. You're better off using liquid. But gas cooling loop, it's just saving the game. Well, it's frozen in time and space. Right. So yeah, we've got this loop here, which is a gas cooling loop. At the moment it's coming in at 33, and within like it's already down to 20 degrees. Time it's leaving, 18 degrees. And it unnecessarily goes over here now. It used to go all sorts of places, cool them down. This goes to send oxygen over to the other place. Keep that. They don't have to worry about oxygen. This goes to feed oxygen into the oxalite maker, which has its own gold volcano, sends gold over here. And we've got, what, 3 stacks of oxalite, which I use to overpressurize the rockets and use as rocket fuel oxidizer. How much steel have we got now? We've got a bit. Let's make... actually, I wanted to send a little bit over there, didn't I? Let's send a little bit over. This is our system for sending our food over there. That door opens. They can fill the fridge. Fridge is only set to 2 kilos. When the timer is up, the door locks. Hopefully that's been filled by then. We can set this to... how much do we need? 1,000? 1,000 kilos of... No, not industrial ingredient. Manufactured steel. errands. Someone's going to load that. We'll set this to make sure it can take steel. Yes, steel, please. So as long as that gets filled, it's on a door, so it's okay to fill it. This is the deep storage of food. We're not going to make it in time. Never mind. Not for today, anyway. Whoever got the order to fill that with steel is probably running away now. They were going to fill it with steel, but the door opened. And now it's in range of this sweeper. Until that door closes again, it could take things out of those boxes and put them in there and send them abroad. But we weren't quite quick enough to trigger it for today. What we can do, slide it along a little bit so it door closes. Now this becomes a valid job again. Catalina's got it. She'll put the 1,000 in there. As long as this is set to accept whatever it is, doesn't matter. The dupes don't have access to it. It's not allow manual use is not ticked. Catalina will fill that. And we will now go there and just let that go in again. Now the sweeper can send that steel to the other place. Load it on there. Get sent abroad. Thank you very much. I will make sure that does not say steel because I don't want to keep sending all our steel over there. There's a random floating piece. Ooh. Once that's done, we can set that back to roughly the normal time. I've picked a time of day to send it roughly when I know that there are dupes awake that are trapped in the base that never leave. And they can fill it, which is cool. I like that. Once this is emptied out, you wouldn't normally watch this. You'd have this locked in a room. You wouldn't have to watch it like a hawk. Just temporarily to send something over there is quite a nice little system. That is now done. We can move that out so that turns off now and closes the door. These become valid to put things in again. We can follow the journey of this steel. Goes up there. Goes into the, what's it called? Supply teleporter input. And if we go over to Lita, we come to the, that's the input for this side. This is the output. And it just drops down here. I got it dropping down here because this is super cold in here. So that's where the food goes and gets instantly deep frozen. For free. We don't have to do anything for that. We'll probably melt it too much and have to make our own proper heat area. But it's a little bit annoying that I have to come running here to get all the materials. That's fine. They can reach down. They can't dig down here. It won't upset any bees or anything like that. Don't want bees chasing your dupes around. Well, you might do. Deconstruct that. That will get us another bit of iron. Well, iron. I thought it was steel. Damn. Slowly and surely chip this place apart until we've got it how we want it. Don't want to leave all these pools of liquid in weird shaped containers, but that's how we're doing it for now. Go back up to there because this is slightly more important to me. Set the other things to lower priorities. They get done when we're not looking. But you know what dupes are like? They're very good at getting themselves stuck. Random places. Yeah. The ladder, I think. Got much more space to fill with oxygen, but all our oxygen comes from the main base. Where is it? That one. Oh yeah, I was going to sort the pipes out. Did that ages ago. All of that can go, and it feeds also up into this observatory, which is no longer necessary anymore. This guy's scanning away. He's got a 36 network quality. Funny, because there's only one of them. Must be scanning networked with all of them, including the two we've got here. That's odd. So how much steel do we have left? Have we got enough to build another one? Doesn't mean our rockets are going to take a bit longer to build. We can build one more. There you go. Extend our little platform a little bit at a time. If another asteroid meets us, meteorite. Look at our tank of vodka. No, that's magma, not vodka. I got drink on the brain. Sid. I call him Sid. He's got the wonky eyes. Definitely Sid. A bit of abyssalite that's sat there with a tick on it for ages. So let's untick that and put the abyssalite here. There's a bit of gold amalgam there. Go away. You're not supposed to be there. Where are we storing all the abyssalite? It'll be useful later, maybe. Yeah, it should be useful later. There's our storage of crude. We're only running this at 7,000 grams a second, but it's running perfectly, so I'm tempted to leave it alone. Not mess around with it at the moment. Especially while the other is kind of trapped in this room until this pumps a vacuum. So we might have to make another liquid lock and bust in so that we can put some more pumps in here and get it going a bit. That will be for a different day. I just wanted to test those space scanners out because I was getting myself confused with the telescope. Where we're dripping all our petroleum that's coming out the boiler, pumping it up into the blast maker and into our backup petroleum generators, which seems to be more of a permanent petroleum generator system now. I'm going to get rid of this bottom part and put the pump up here, I think, and just pump it out instead of doing this. But every time I open this door, a big cloud of gas comes out and it rains everywhere. So yeah, I think we'll just put the pump and the fan up here and just let it do it, because this isn't going to work anymore. It's instantly turning to dirt and steam, which isn't bad because it gives us an infinite dirt supply. Turn our petroleum into steam, and we could have a steam rocket here and just pump the steam into that. Yeah, we could have a steam rocket. It can't go very far. But we're just wasting all the steam. We're just pumping it out. We could be pumping it into a rocket. A little rocket taking off, landing. But that will be for another day. I won't be doing that now. As long as we've got no, not the buddybud seed. I want the mess table, please. Deconstruct it. Yeah. So we'll make some more of those, and we'll probably also be able to use the telescope while we're in flight. So we'll send our lovely duplicate. Well, what I want to do, you see, is I want to make it 2 rooms, so a double bedroom. I want to remove this, move these doors along. That tile's got to go. That door's got to go. That door's got to go. And I tried to keep everything in here made out of steel. Because when you're in a rocket on another asteroid somewhere, it's kind of nice to have some spare steel or things you can turn in. Did they take my steel? I bet she did. Yeah, you're taking my steel away. Stop taking my steels. As soon as I break anything made of steel, they're going to run off with the steel. Take the buddybud seed if you want, but they don't want that. There's a bit of diamond there you can have if you want. Now, you might be asking, why the heck have you got your refrigerator in the bathroom? Well, it was a bathroom, but it'll become a bathroom again. Anyone going to build this? You took my steel away. Bring it back. This way you don't need a ladder. You can just use the door. We can deconstruct that. We'll deconstruct now with the door, please. Deconstruct that. Deconstruct that plastic tile. And we'll build the doors up properly. Stop taking my steel away. Oh, you're taking them. All right. Take it all back. Sorry. Yep, I can just use that as a ladder all the way up. Perfect. Love it. That means we got to lower this down by one. We don't have to, but this room will still be a toilet now if we do. We'll have to move that plug then. Ah, that can't stay there. We'll put it over this side above the door. That's a good spot. There. There's only iron ore. Oh well. Wire is made of steel. That's the main thing. That just means if you're stranded on another island, you need a piece of steel for some reason, or a bit of obsidian. Change the pipes for obsidian, or for something else, and you get the obsidian out of it. Now let's check when this goes. That should be a bedroom, and that should be a bathroom, a latrine, or whatever they call it, when that tile is built. Boom! Bedroom and washroom. Yeah, washroom. There we go, washroom. We're going to bring that down by one. Deconstruct all of these. We're going to leave the plastic in here. It's fine. It will just drop down. And we'll have to get rid of the painting. Sorry. I want to put 2 beds in here. That way, Bubbles can go on a little journey for the very hot planet. She can take a friend, help dig through all that nasty bissolite and whatever we've got up there. Yeah, we'll have stuff up there that is very hard to dig through, so you need good diggers. Might send Ashcan. Ashcan's been the man. Ashcan the man. Or about your artwork. I know. It's just, you know, that's how it is. These have got to be made of steel. I like them to be made of steel. Then we go furniture. A couple of cots. I'm going to make those out of granite because they give you a little 20% beauty bonus. And then we want some plastic tiles. Show you why. That's why. Rads comes in here, and whoever's in that bed gets rads. And this room doesn't really matter, but we can put some there as well. Don't know why they designed the rocket like that, but once you put your pipe work in, you can put in some plastic tiles. You just need 3 there and 3 there. By doing it this way, that still is a bedroom, and that will still work. There we go. And 4 rooms. We got 1 utility room for whatever we want to do. We got a bedroom. A double bedroom in this case. Ah, that's a point. As a double bedroom, we would like 2 mess tables. Please. We can squeeze one right by the entrance door. That's perfect. And this is just full of oxalite. 20 tons of it. And the room is pressurized now at 35. Yeah. Because they're building these tiles, it's pressurizing it even more. They're in there, Oh, a lot of water entered your base. Uh-oh. Something melted, did it? Something melted and filled your base up. That's what I was worried would happen here. This would break, and all this water might be able to come in, flood everything, go everywhere. It will mix up with all the liquids and be a very horrible mess. In fact, I might brick that up right there. If that does bust in, we can still come in this way, so we're good. Right, let's try and get in here a bit more. Every time I come over, I try and do a bit more. That's snow, so that will drop, so I'll leave that. I think that a high priority is. It is. That's a high priority to dig that up, is it? No, nobody's doing it. You can do it like that then. That's the quickest way. We got another iron volcano to tame. Polluted water vent right above where I decided to put the clean water. Typical. A bit cold there, isn't it? Every time they walk through the ice water, see that, Gamer Empire? That's when they get the chill. If you stand them in it too long, oh, they'll get hypothermia. How are you coming to build this tile? Build that first. George is coming. George is our guy that we rescued from that huge storage bin. Part of the new story mode. Story, whatever you call it. Arc. Quick enough you can just get it to go before they Excellent. I'm going to dig through there, apparently. If I can dig that at an angle... No, I won't be able to, will I? We'll have to put a tile, I think. Push that back. Try not to let all this polluted water come this way if I can help it. Yeah, I think it'll happen eventually, so it's, you know, yeah, it'll happen. A little bit won't hurt. So right in this area, we're going to put a heater thing. We're going to put a, it will be a utility, I believe. A liquid tepidizer made of steel. Place it there. And place some tiles underneath it. We're going to see how much power it costs. Probably quite a lot. We're going to make the last few tiles out of steel. There. Come into there. We'll end up bricking this off. We'll put a pump here. A little bit of automation, not too much. We want a thermosensor. Going to put that thermosensor right above it. Bit of automation wire. Tell it what temperature we want it to be. And we want a pump here. Good pump. We'll also make that out of steel, why not? Sent the steel over for a reason. I sent it over to build bunker doors, but we're wasting it here. Oh well. Not a waste, it's a use. We're using it. So what will happen is we'll have automation, which will tell that to turn on, but it will also tell that to turn off. We'll have a NOT gate in here, and the signal telling that to turn on will go to that and tell that to not pump. When that's running, that won't be, and vice versa. When it's hot enough, it can pump. It doesn't need to be actually hot, but it just needs to be not bursting the pipes. Thank you very much indeed. Let's have a little bit of a NOT gate going on. Automation. Why do they put the NOT gate right at the bottom? It's the thing I use the most in the game, ever. Oh, yeah, let's make it out of steel then. Crikey, I'm using all my steels up. Steel away. A little bit of automation wire can go into the NOT gate and into there. Hopefully I've done that right and it will work properly. Let's build it all. Set this bit on the 9 because this is the bit I want them to do when they wake up. As soon as they wake up, they can come through and just dig another 2 and diagonally build a tile. All we're doing is buying ourselves some time to get in here and do this, build this, brick it in, and we'll figure out a way of releasing this water. Yes, it's at the bottom where you can't get it. Never say no. Well, you could also say it's a never say yes in that case, couldn't you? Or Laker, is it? Yeah, I'm trying. I'm getting better. Pronouncing names, he said, hopefully. Get rid of those 2 there. And yeah, we'll come back in a while. We let that puffed out. Do we want that puffed out? The problem with puffs is they start popping out. You look in your skills tree. Pick a dupe. And it's the bottom one. It's improved strength and then plumbing. You've got to have at least 2 points to get it. 2 skill points to get someone with plumbing. You've not built that one bit of power wire yet. Just build that one bit of power wire. You know you want to. Don't cause a leak now. We've got a little bit of a safety catch here. You do cause a leak. Dig that one out and then they can get to that. Right. Someone coming to build this? No? High priority job? Yeah, come on then. Come and do it. Let's check the star map. Nothing. Not a sausage coming in to kill us. Just when we wanted it. Hang on. I want to check something there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tiles and back. I'm not sure we can make it with a petrol rocket. Or with a small petrol rocket. What's the range on this thing? Does it tell you? Range 10 tiles. Ooh, we can definitely get there and back. That is awesome, because that is the Niobium planet. We need snazzier suit. Ah, look at that. Let's go back to Lavini. Who are we going to give it to? Who's going to get the snazzier red suit? Answers on a postcard, please. Right. Pop that guy out there. Snazzier suit. And Ashkan's already got a confetti suit. Who do we give it to? Frankie's got pajamas. Harold's got the unitard. George is on the other place with Harold. I think we should give it to... Let's give it to... Now Frankie's got pajamas on. He doesn't need it. Catalina, it's yours. Take it. Take it away. Enjoy. Yep, it's just very pretty. Where is it? It's somewhere here in this pile of stuff. Hopefully Catalina will come along at some point and put it on. Right. Here's our mushrooms doing well by themselves. They're locked in now. Carry on as they will. Sorry, Sweetles, you got nothing to do really, have you? No water. We're trying it. We're working on it. We're working on it. Could lower the water level in here. It doesn't need to be that high, does it? Doesn't. That's pumping just a cooling loop around, keeping everything chilled. That's quite important because that's keeping the iron volcano chilled. This thing's a bit, yeah, that is a doorknob at the moment, but we'll be back. We'll have an experiment when we've got some thermium. We'll be back. And this has just turned into a infinite dirt making machine thing, or steam at the moment. 65 kilos of dirt there. Crazy. And that's still got a sweep on that steel. They can't get to it, can they? Nope. I think we should prepare this rocket for sending a dupe on a mission. Why haven't they built those yet? Come on. Don't tell me you can't get hold of any materials. No pending deliveries. Is it just a build order? Or they just can't get granite? I think we fed pretty much all the granite. Yeah. Saved your base. Did you dig a big hole? Dig a big hole. Let's go to furniture and build it out of something else. Igneous rock then, because we'll know we've got that lying around. Build that. And we would put a poster over the bed, but we've got the plastic in the way, so we can't. Eventually, these will be wired up to all this. And this will all be powered. Another piece of steel. Build another one. We're working our way along. Slowly, slowly, I grant you, but we're working our way along. Yeah, they're getting some igneous rock from down there, because this is all steel. Let's just stop this getting damaged every time the... Like, we could probably get rid of this section now because we've bricked up the top. We're not going to get much down here anymore. Yeah, we can do a bit. That'll get some steel back. That'll probably be okay. So there, maybe a bit more. That'll give them something to do as well. They're begging for a job to do. So what we can do is come down here and say we want to add a module to our rocket. Probably useful. Add battery. Would make it out of steel, but we'll wait until they've built. No, actually we can make it out of iron ore will do. Now you can set this to a 9 priority or whatever you want. When they build it, look, it gets another priority over here that is set lower, so don't let that trick you. You wonder why the thing hasn't been built, and you set it to a 9, but then when you click on it, it's like, that's not a 9. There you go. Got a bit of steel. There's some beryllium in the pipe. It's not supposed to be in the pipe. That was a attempted system. Didn't work, really. No, it didn't. I don't mind admitting it. When it doesn't work, it doesn't work. Like, it didn't work. It failed. Oh, well. Let's check the star map. I'm hoping that something's going to come and attack us soon. We want a nice asteroid to... Meteor. Yeah, is it an asteroid while it's in space? And then a meteor when it actually hits you. It comes into your atmosphere. Something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. They should be able to reach all of that. Let's pop back. Pop back to Earth. Everything's built in here. Oh, there's even a nosh bean in there. That's delicious. Make some tofu. Right, we can dig through this. What's this? Is this regolith? That's going to fall when we do it, so we'll have to brick that up. Never mind. Boom, boom, boom. That'll be bricked in like so. Put it on a really high priority, so as soon as they get that corner, they'll do that job. My monitor is trying to turn itself off again. Don't do it. Right. We'll brick this in, probably double thick it so it doesn't break or anything. And then we've got to send some poor dupe in there to dig this out so that the water can get through. You might just dig one little hole and run. Leg it. No. You had a bed. And a lunch and bed. Just when we were getting somewhere. Right. Now we'll let them use their toilets. We know what you're doing. Food poisoning. And that just licks your fingers. Lovely. Nice and clean. Can't think of anything cleaner. We still haven't built that tile. Let's make that a higher priority so they do that. There's a cat stuck down here. They've got to come all the way here for their frozen barbecue. Once they get it, they run off to their little makeshift bedroom. Better than the original makeshift bedroom, which was in here. At least they've got a proper little room with a little attempt at decor. You can turn that water cooler off. You don't need it on. It still is a room. Mess hall. We'll make a nice, decent hall, and once we've got solar panels across the top of the map, and protected them with bunker doors, loads of power. In fact, we'll probably go radioactive power here. Got enough of these crashed satellites to do it. We look out. There's free radiation there. Free radiation there. Free rads there. Lots of free rads. And these shine bugs. We can make a Brothgar-inspired shine bug reactor if we want to. If it still works, no idea. And this is our little chimney for our little mushroom farm. All the slime in the universe gets put there. And the door is locked. And even if it's unlocked, they can't reach it. And on purpose, the sweepers can reach it. Just. And you've got 9 instead of 10, isn't it? What range is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. 17 instead of 18. Because they both can reach the slime. And that stops them. You can let them in. I found I was losing pressure in here. I want to keep the pressure high to stop this off-gassing too much. I built a chimney on it. Got a chimney. It's got its own chimney. There we go. It picked up some slime. Fed it to that one. And yes, they do self-harvest. It'll stay like that. It does take a long time, grant you. It takes ages. Like 8 days or something. 8 cycles. Yeah, get all that steel back, won't you? Steel hungry monsters. A bit there. How much steel did we end up at with out of that? Hey, not bad. Not bad. Because these cost 500 steel and it only covers 4 squares. If you just want to do a stretch like this, it's actually 100 per square on this. It's actually cheaper. If it doesn't need to open and close, then you don't need to build it out of bunker doors. But it's also a good way of like putting these buildings higher up because they will work on the bunker door. We could put that like up in space somewhere. Just gets like a couple of tiles above. Put it like that. Then stick a bunker door under it. And when we wanted to activate it, you can close the bunker door and it'll work. Now, if you don't want to use it, you can just open the bunker door and things won't damage it because they'll just fly right through it as if it's not there. A little bit sneaky. Doesn't always work. We're getting a bit of power out of this again. This must have erupted. Well, it's about to. Everything's broken in here. I've just suppressed the signal. Can't see it. I think we're nearly ready to send a duplicate, but I'm a bit like, you know, we've got 4 spaces left. We've got 2 solar panels, battery, more solid oxidizer. Yeah, well, we need more oxidizer. It can go 10 on one thing, so I don't think we need another oxidizer. As long as we've got a full tank of fuel, it can go 10 tiles. Does that include landing and taking off? I'm not entirely sure it does. If we could send the resources we needed to the other place, we could make another platform there so we could land on the other platform. Yeah, we could make a platform up here. Here somewhere. Send some like oxalite over. Well, they probably got their own oxalite that we've dug up from somewhere and it's fallen in the liquid. And send over a tank full of petroleum for them to reload the rocket. And then we'll get a bit extra range out of it. It says it goes 10 tiles, but I'm not entirely sure if that includes landing. And we don't want our dupe who goes there to get stranded and not be able to get back home. If in doubt, what we can do is just put a landing pad here, send the dupe there, and then on the way back they just land here. They could eventually use this teleporter to get home. If there's 2 of them, it might take a day or 2 for it to refresh. That's another way we could do it. That would probably be a better way, actually. I think. Actually, that's a bad idea. Don't do that one. Got to think of a better way to do this corner. All that polluted's going to come in here if we're not careful. There's 1, 2, 3 and a bit tiles of it. We probably need to dig this at an angle down here. We can do. Oh, loads of idle people next door, but never mind. We'll pop back and have a quick sweep up or something. There we go. Give them a sweep. Or a mop order. They like a good mop order, don't they? Sweep all that up. Well, you can't sweep all of it. There's some bits you can't. Let's set that to sweep only polluted. Oh, double click, double click. This mouse is getting dodgy. It was good before. Where did it go? Polluted. There you are. And we'll do a sweep order all the way along as well. Rid of all this crap. Some of this crap's quite hot though. Yeah, that's probably not the best idea, is it? Some of this stuff is really hot. Well, it's cooled down now. Yeah, it's cooled down now. It's fine. Right, fine. There's ice in there. Polluted ice. This is where they put all the slime. We also get slime on this one. Slime, I click on my home planet. See the geysers, loads of them. And you can see what meteor showers you get. Copper, ice and slimy. So it is a renewable source of the slime for feeding your plants. Whatever. Another way of getting it. Although these blasters look like a bit more fun. Go back over here. Not sure how to do this entrance bit. Ah, they've dug all that out. That's nice. I think you're fighting a losing battle digging that. Yeah, come in here and dig that out. You might as well. You've let it all through anyway, so... There you go. Nice job. Yeah, it's a little bit chilly, isn't it? Bit cold. But there you go. You can build that. Alright, you can build 3. That's only snow, isn't it? I think it'll be alright temporarily. We'll have to get in here and do it properly once we've got our Atmos suit situation sorted. But we're doing alright over here, considering we don't have any Atmos suits. Got some Wheezeworts. Actually, the Wheezeworts would be very useful to plant in the sleep wheat farm, so that we can get some variants going. Dig out a couple of the plants and put some Wheezeworts in there. Because they do actually give off a bit of radiation now. I don't think there's any growing here. No, I don't think so. They do give off radiation. Right, so what are we going to do here? How are we going to shut this so that we can escape without all the water following us out? I think what we need is a door. Just a normal airlock. We can build it out of something that we don't care. We've got loads of cobalt. Do that there. A block there and a block there. Make sure we've got some sedimentary rock nearby. Actually, what I'll do is I'll build a couple of tiles and delete them. Make sure there's plenty here. That's one of those slow closing doors. So they'll have to like delete a tile, run out of it, and then that will slowly shut behind them, and then we can brick it in. That's the idea. This guy can be evolved to his next emanation. Thank you very much for your service. There will be some polluted getting in here, and when this melts and stuff, yeah, this is going to come through. But the situation on the other side where we're pumping it to is already set up to cope with that. So it doesn't really matter. Fine. Excellent. I think they've gone to bed, haven't they? Yeah, that's what I should be doing. It's 4:20 a.m. here. Yes, I've done it again. Stayed awake all night. Mainly because I was kind of using the wrong base scanner. I was looking under shipping, under rocketry. And I thought they'd changed the name of the telescope, the space scanner to the telescope. And I was like, why doesn't it have an output port? It's got an input port, but not an output port. That's useless. Can't use that. And it occurred to me that I was looking in the wrong place. I should have been looking under automation. And there it is, Space Scanner, exactly what I wanted. Like, it hadn't changed its name after all. That was just me being a muppet. We just got to wait for these to wake up. Yes, that's exactly what I said. Words to that effect, anyway. I think there was a little more blasphemy. Along those lines, not sure. Don't think there's anyone here that can deconstruct that. Prioritize this. Come on. Get it down. Now they've woken up. They've got a combat order. Come on. Come and kill him. Come on, build this door. I want to get this done. But I'm tired now. I want to go to bed. Murderize him. Oh, I like how they don't actually, die until they realise they're dead. Like the old Disney Acme or whatever it was. They run off the cliff into space and then they realise there's no ground underneath them and then they go, ah! They don't fall until they realise. Alright, which one of you Muppets is going to be brave enough to go in here? Oh, we haven't powered the pump. We better do that. That's 960 watts. That's not going to be fun, is it? This is like minus 18. Crikey. And it's probably going to break and leak down here anyway, but never mind. We tried. Should have double walled it. Hey, we wanted to get it done, didn't we? Hang on. What am I building that out of? If that's overwriting steel, or is that steel? Cancel that then. Overwrite it with steel, not lead. Mop it. Do it properly. See if that works. I can get in there. We will deconstruct that. So there's some materials right there to use. And what you can do is build a door on this end so they have to build what you're telling them. You can lock the door and say, no, you're not going out until you've built this. There's all this rotten stuff. Ugh. Come on back. Come back. I know there's jobs all over the place. Sorry. Right, we just want this power wire built. And we better put in a liquid pump going somewhere. At least out of the room for now. Have we got a little bit of obsidian? We'll use it if we've got a little bit. Right, to build that. A little bit of pipe. Yeah, there's obsidian right here, wasn't there? I remember now. How slow that door is at opening and shutting. Never mind. We don't need much room in here. Let's deconstruct this tile. If you're quick enough, you can deconstruct that one as well. Try not to get wet. Yeah, it's cold, isn't it? Move. Ah, there you go. A little bit dripped out. Now we will lock this door so nobody goes in there. This thing's going to start warming up. So it's going to juice all our power. But if we've done it right, the automation, it says, yes, this is running. No, this isn't. But we need to set this temperature that we want it at. So we only want it at like, I don't know, 3. Maybe 0 would be okay. As long as it doesn't burst in the pipes, I don't care. Make it 2. I don't know. Going to use a lot of power up at first anyway, because this is very cold at first. It will take a while to warm this lot up, and it will take a lot of power. Once this gets running, we haven't researched it or anything like that, so we don't know its stats yet. Yeah, we only lost a little bit of water out. That wasn't bad, was it? Pretty good. So this thing will start heating this up. It was minus 11. This end's minus 13. There's a bit of fluid oxygen got trapped in here. I prefer wasn't in here. Maybe when the pump gets going, that'll move. Burn a vacuum like that. Got some trapped there as well. There's got a bit of work to do. It's warming it up. I think that might have been better to put it closer to the pump. This thing is designed to heat up large volumes of liquid. So now we just want to run this liquid pipe to wherever this... There it is. We'll actually, we'll make it insulated. We have got obsidian here, so we could obsidian it. Should we? Igneous will be fine. Try and go direct. Actually, that's a bad route to take. We can come down by ladder there. That would be a much better route to take. Because there's an iron volcano we're going to be messing with later. We can tidy up the pipes and make them better anyway later on. That's fine. Yeah, I think we're out of power already. We're going to have lots of that. Power spikes and power losses. I don't think these two guys can produce enough. We need a couple more of those. So we'll send over some more glass, send over some more steel as we can afford it, and protect these. Build a few more. That's all to send water back home. Yeah, it's out of power. It'll take a few days for the power to sort itself out and us to get enough. We can, once we've done this pipe, we can give these guys access to run on the wheel again. In fact, I'll enable it now. One of you can run on the wheel. The other one can do all the work. Run! Generate us power. It doesn't look like we're going to get anything soon coming to hit us, so we'll be having to test the old blaster another day. I'm probably just going to bust this open and let it drip down here. But that's going to create a lot of steam, so I want to brick this wall up to the polluted water vent right up there. And we'll bust this open, let all this polluted water in as well. And it can vent out to space. I don't care. It can just vent out all the steam into space. Get rid of it. Not our problem. So we've deleted this layer. I want to touch as little of the uranium ore as possible. So we'll build a wall here, but the bees can get access when we get to them. A couple of carbon volcans. There's a weird square-shaped biome in the middle, and there's a lot of uranium in here. And there's at least 2 beta hives I can see. Another vent, the chlorine gas vent. But yeah, we'll brick this up. We'll dig this out by hand, I guess. We'll probably just let it melt. Most of it will melt. And then we'll have access to sulfur again, which means we can feed those sweetles. Get lots of sucrose. Yeah, this is too cold. It's going to take a while to warm this up, isn't it? -8, -9 around here. Still -11 in this section. There's a lot of ice and stuff here to melt as well, so eventually that'll warm up and pop as well. It's probably going to strain our poor power supply at the moment. There's one thing I wish they had done with these things is you let us send power. You can send power from your main base over here. It add a power port to it. You can send them power. It only lasts for these two. Obviously, the other asteroids in space, you'd have to build things yourself on them. If we're going to dig out this section over here and get all this uranium ourselves, then we can definitely build ourselves a little tiny reactor, little setup, and that will give this little place its infinite power supply. Yeah, loads of power. At which point we can actually put in atmosuit docks and brick this up properly. At that point, we'll brick across here and make sure everything's like these geysers will be able to flow properly into tanks rather than all this mess. This mess is awful. That'll be for another day. I thank you very much for watching. Thank you for coming. I do not have anyone to raid, so I will say thank you for coming. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. I'd appreciate a like or a follow. This thing's overheating like crazy. Look, this is erupting. And I will catch you next time. That'll be Marco out. If you want to catch up on any episodes, you can catch them on YouTube. Your stump will post you a link. If you're watching later on YouTube, I'd appreciate a like. Yeah, subscribe if you can. Thank you, Stump. catch us all next time.